Hey, what is going on, PML? It is your Indianapolis Colts owner, the official mole, back with another Madden quick tip video. This one courtesy of Q, the Los Angeles Rams owner. He had actually reached out to me wondering if I had any tips for using a defensive tackle or an elite defensive player such as DeForest Buckner, since he has Aaron Donald. But I figured this could also be valuable for anyone that has an elite defensive lineman, or really just a high-rated defensive lineman, and is looking to get better at user rushing or finding kind of that right moment. So if you guys have been watching my games on stream, you'll notice a handful of times a game I'll try to use DeForest Buckner, specifically when he has El Toro available to him, to try to generate pressure, kind of create those game-changing moments. A couple of times it's led to some big-time sacks on third downs. Other times it's been sack fumbles that have led to touchdowns on defense. So I just want to quickly share kind of some basic tips. Obviously, not everyone's going to have an elite player, so some of the moves might not be available to you as far as the animation, but at least you get a general idea of maybe down the road you pick up an elite player and you want to start using the defensive line in certain situations. I think it's a great tactic, even at a competitive level. I mean, at least when I play like ranked and I'm playing like high level head to head, I like implementing it a handful of times a game. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that our defensive lineman is in the right spot. For this case, I'm going to do 3-3-5 wide, and I'm going to use a blitz that has 5 rushers. So first I need to move DeForest Buckner out of this current alignment that he's in. I'm going to put him at the left end spot, because we're going to have 45 rushing here off the right edge, and we're going to come out in 3 Sam Will blitz, and we're going to be going up against kind of just a standard shotgun play. We'll go up against, let's do dagger here. Now the quarterback may get rid of it, so I'm not really too worried about completing passes or getting sacks here. I just want to show you the moves themselves. So one of the things I like to make sure I have is DeForest Buckner lined up outside shoulder of the guard. The reason for this is that if you try to double team me, there's a good chance that the right tackle comes over to help out. And if he does, that's going to leave this guy on the right edge wide open. If the center comes and guards me, that's going to leave a one-on-one with the right end and the left end and the right tackle, which leads to better containment, because double teaming a contain is really effective. And so if I'm trying to stop like a Lamar Jackson or a Russell Wilson, I want to make sure I have a one-on-one matchup. I'm okay with creating the threat as a defensive tackle. That's the point. We want you to double team me because you get kind of the best of both worlds. So anyway, so we're going to line up directly over the right guard here. You see that Buckner has all 5 of his pass rush bars, which means he has El Toro available to him. And for those who don't know the specifics of El Toro, it's a dominant bull rush win from max pass rush points. So our El Toro is only going to activate if I have all 5 of my pass rush points available to me. I'll go into how you can get some of those back more efficiently here in a second, but right away we're just going to show you the move. So basically, right before I engage with the right tackle, all I'm doing is flicking down on the right stick, nothing else. So you can see here that the right tackle actually came over to help me, which is really nice because that kind of created really quick pressure off the right edge. I really wasn't expecting that. So we'll see if they do this again. But before we get into that, you see that I have 4 out of 5 pass rush bars available to me. So right now, El Toro will not be working. Doesn't mean I can't win a bull rush move. It just means I'm not going to get the dominant bull rush animations when I win a bull rush move. However, to get these back, you have a couple different options. The one option is you can call a timeout, or any quarter break. If the opponent calls a timeout, a 2-minute warning, any break at pre-play, you gain a pass rush bar back. Right? So the way it works is you gain a pass rush bar back after every single play. So if you, like, say right now, I have 4 pass rush bars. If I use a move and fail, or even if I win, that means I'm down to 3. But the next play, I gain 1 back, so I'm back to 4. So the second option is I could stay engaged, but not do anything. So if I want to rush with Buckner, I'm just going to stay here, play patty cake, whatever. Now I'm going to be back at 5 pass rush bars because I didn't attempt to move. So because I didn't attempt to move, I didn't lose any bars, but I gain 1 back after every single play. So those are 2 really efficient ways to get your pass rush bars back, something to be mindful of. You'll notice that my other defensive linemen, well, these actually they don't, because I don't think any of them had time to do a pass rush bar. But same concept goes for your AI players. Your AI players will also lose pass rush bars every time they do a move, but they gain 1 back after every play. So that's just a couple tips. So we're going to go here. We're going to try to line up, and we're going to try to do the bull rush move at the snap. So you see we didn't win at that time, which is fine. This is a live tip, so we're not going to be perfect here. So I'm going to call timeout now. I'm going to show you guys. We're going to go timeout. We're going to go 3 Sam Will blitz. And we're going to actually call play action because I want to actually get more time to try to run this. And you'll see because we called timeout, we're now back at 5 pass rush bars. So we're going to spread the defensive line. Actually, no, we'll go back to, yeah, there you go. We're going to go back to our normal alignment. So we're right over the right guard. We're going to wait for him to snap. Wow, he just can't win a pass rush move, huh? No big deal. We're going to live test it again. We'll go in and we'll select the same blitz. Same play. We're back to 4. We're going to let the play run again. We're not going to perform any pass rush move here. We're just going to let the quarterback throw it here or take a sack or whatever he wants to do here. There we go. He threw it. So now we're back to 5. So now we're going to try it again. There we go. Let's fall to the ground. So let's go to replay here. And you see that we're lined up one-on-one. Right before we get engaged, you see I start to kind of duck a little bit here. This is when I'm starting the animation. This is when I'm starting to flick down on the right stick. So I'm waiting just before I engage with the right guard. We get pressure, and then we immediately go in. The running back is not going to hold me, so we're immediately putting pressure. If you have contain on the outside, you give yourself an even better chance. So we're going to quickly call. We're going to try to do it one more time in the video because we're running about 6 minutes in. And we're going to give it another shot. So we got our 5 rushers here. He's in play action. There we go. Boom. Just like that. So now we've had 2 straight plays where we had El Toro dominating because he has full pass rush bars. I actually ended up using a second move. That's why he's only got 4. But we were able to blow up the blocker, create immediate inside pressure, and get at Matthew Stafford. So that's just some tips for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Try to use this in practice, use it in your game, find the right moments, and let me know if you've had any efficient plays with it, and be on the lookout for the next tip video. Thank you, Q, for the question. Feel free to send me any questions for anything you want me to go over in the future. Thanks, guys.